Hey, what's up, sports bettors? My name is Matt Modi, and what I'm going to do in this video is talk about how does PrizePicks work? How does it work? Essentially, the dumbed down version is you combine different player prop picks, different player prop plays into one specific entry. The more plays you add into your entry, the greater the odds are. So I just have up here a 2-play entry. The odds are plus 200. That's how it works. Obviously, I'll explain it in much greater detail, but before I get into it, I would appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know your feedback, let me know if you enjoy it. Even if it's negative, any feedback is appreciated. And then, of course, if you could subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, click that plus button, subscribe. If you want to find me on Twitter, you can at my handle on the screen here. It's Modi_Matt, just my last name underscore first name. Very boring, I know, but you hit me up on Twitter there if you would like to. So for PrizePicks, it's a daily fantasy type of app. It's actually really cool. I think it's a great app. It's a lot of fun. Being able to combine different player prop picks or different picks in general is very fun. Obviously, the more picks that you add into an entry, the higher the payout is. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a risk reward type of thing. Do you want to add more plays, have a higher payout? Then you can. The one I have up here, like I said, is just a 2-pick one. The implied odds of a play on PrizePicks, the genius Alex Monahan, co-founder of OddsJam, basically backed out the implied odds and found out that each individual play is worth about minus 137. So whether you're looking at the 2 plays I have on here, which are 2 turnovers, or you just scroll through any other type of prop, any NBA prop, there's also MLB, there's WNBA, there's also esports if you'd like to get into that as well. But regardless, the one thing to understand and to keep in mind is that the implied odds for one individual play are roughly minus 137. You can see that in the calculator here. If you just add in, just using this calculator, put in 2 plays, minus 137, you see the odds of this are at plus 200, which is how Alex was able to back out the implied odds being at plus 200. So that's how PrizePicks works. You're combining plays into one larger entry. The more plays you add, the higher the payout is. So the next order of business is, how do I know which plays I should add to my entry? How do I know what are the smart plays? So that's where I like using the OddsJam Positive EV page and the OddsJam software to learn what plays I should use in a PrizePicks entry. So if you want to learn how to use the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page, what you can do is just schedule a call with myself or any of the other sharp betting experts on the OddsJam team. If you look at the description of this video, you will see a link to a bunch of calendars, again, including myself. And if you schedule a call, it'll be a one-on-one tutorial, and we'll teach you exactly what you need to know about how to use the OddsJam Positive EV page to find good entries to place with PrizePicks. So the way the Positive EV page works is what it does is pull odds from this OddsJam column you see here. These OddsJam lines are pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world, the sharpest bookmaker in the world. So these odds are viewed as the quote-unquote true line. This is what a market should be priced at anywhere you see odds here for the OddsJam line. Then, once the odds are pulled from the sportsbook, what the Positive EV page does is remove the VIG of those odds. Of those odds. So the VIG, if you're unfamiliar, is essentially the tax or juice that sportsbooks price up odds themselves. It's the way sportsbooks make their money. They don't charge a transaction fee. Instead, they just price up the odds themselves. So that way they can accept bets on both sides, roughly equal money on both sides of an outcome. And no matter what, they'll be profitable. So it's important to remove the VIG and find out what the true line is of a play. So that way you know if you're getting more favorable odds than the no VIG odds, it's a positive expected value play. So, and that's how we can find mathematically profitable picks to find for PrizePicks, is using this OddsJam Positive EV page. So we have one here, Stephen Curry over 2.5 turnovers. So again, the implied odds of PrizePicks is roughly minus 137. Using the OddsJam Positive EV page, we found out that the true line for this specific market is roughly minus 149. We can just call it minus 150. So that gap between minus 150 and minus 137 is a positive expected value gap, is a positive, mathematically profitable gap, getting this at the implied odds of minus 137 as an entry on PrizePicks. What you can also do is you can scan this positive EV page to find plays. You can also open links in a new tab, which I have here. This is the same tab, player turnovers. It's also the one I just opened. And this tab will show you the odds of the implied odds of PrizePicks as well as every other sportsbook. So another way to find good plays, good entries for PrizePicks is just to scroll through different props and find examples in which the PrizePicks implied odds of -137 have the greatest odds, which we see right here. So another turnover line, Draymond Green over 2.5 turnovers. Again, the implied odds of PrizePicks are at -137. The OddsJam line, which is the sharpest line in the world, prices this at -152. So that gap means that this is a mathematically profitable play, getting Draymond Green to go over 2.5 turnovers, which is exactly why I combined these two into an entry. Stephen Curry over 2.5 turnovers, Draymond Green over 2.5 turnovers. Combining those into one entry, I place a $100 entry. I get back 300 if it wins, which means 200 in profit, which is where the plus 200 implied odds come from, which is where the -137 each way comes from. And that's how you can use OddsJam to find good prize pick plays to add to an entry. And that's also how PrizePicks works in general, right? You're essentially combining separate plays into one larger entry. The more plays you have, the higher the payout is. So hopefully that made sense. If not, feel free to hit me up with any questions. Like I said, you can comment on the video, provide questions that way. You can hit me up on Twitter, provide questions that way. Or, and this is the preferred route, you can schedule a call with myself or any of the other sharp betting experts on the OddsJam team, and we can walk everything through you, or walk through everything for you. So let me place this entry, good to go here. So it wouldn't let me do the Draymond Green one. I guess I needed to have two. I couldn't have it on two players on the same team, which I wasn't aware of. It's okay. I found another positive one on Tatum to go over 3.5 turnovers. So we're good there. Gonna place this entry. Entry has been placed, successfully submitted. And that's how PrizePicks works. So hopefully that made sense. Again, schedule a call if not. Other than that, would appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But that is all I got for you. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one.